Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off-the-cuff video, guys. What that means is I record and upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro scene at the beginning. I do have transition buttons, so if there's noise that's under my control, I can stop filming and wait for it to pass. These weekly Wednesdays, essentially a Q&A. You guys ask me questions and I answer them. They are primarily model focused, of which is primarily Games Workshop stuff, mostly 40k because they're so hot at the moment. There is some terrain questions from time to time and some general information about myself and what's going on in the workshop. So, look at questions today. Okay, so I had a technical mess up on Monday. So I had a painting video done. It was the wild card that one. If you haven't seen that video, guys, you need to go and check it out. Plague beasts looking absolutely gruesomely savage. Anyway, I went to upload that video and for a reason the computer froze in the editor, so I had to restart it and it had to work. So I just edited it Tuesday morning and just put it up then. I've been doing a lot of stuff this week off camera, which is nice. I also started Instagram, so I'm on Instagram now. It's unique.wargaming. So I need to go through everything that I've done and catalogue them for Instagram, but also with Instagram, I don't want to do it for model stuff. I want to do some tell some funny stories on there for my life and maybe just give some life advice to, just general life advice for people to listen to and help people. Something like that, I've started doing model stuff first of all, but I want to try and do the other pieces as well. There's a game tomorrow. It's going to be Sisters versus Eldari. Now, the list that Mark sent me is a very fast list. I don't know. I don't know. It's either I'm going to stay out of his way and he's going to end up overexerting units and I'm just going to capitalise on that, or I'm going to underestimate and he's going to get on top of, get in the mix to me. It's going to be a very, very cagey, tough game, I think. But then that said, if I can take the central objective, or not central, but no man's objectives, I think that would force him then to come forward. As I said to him, that's a very fast army, and he said to me, but it's like glass, as soon as you touch it, it's going to just shatter. Which, with the sisters, they have their 6+ invulnerable save, so they're still tough as 3 though. So we'll see what happens. Do you have any more orcs to build? At this moment in time, no, I don't. I do have the Snazwagon, I think it is, coming in next month's Combat Patrol magazine. I think it's a Snazwagon, and I think someone said to me, there's 5 Leagues of Voltan guys in there, next month's one, and I think there's some paints and a GC the Cold Magus, I think. I'm sure one of my peers said to me, not on chat, not on comments, but separate chat, that they got one of those on in next month's issue. So, well, next month for me, but it was this month for them. So yeah, I think that's it. Which I think it's a different. I think it's a different one. If I remember what they're saying to me, I think it's the female version, which is nice. But yeah, when I build that as well, that's going to give me a proper idea of how to kit bash a Batwagon, because I went to print tyres and it kept misprinting. So I said, no, look, stop it now. It could be misprinting because the weather was quite cold. So I just emptied the back window down and finished that for the year. And it's been pissed down every day since. So I haven't even been down to the bog to get the last bits of turf from there. Nothing's just been pissing down. Absolutely shocking every day. So as I was saying, once I build the Snazwagon, I'll have a better idea of what way to put the Batwagon together. Because there was a couple of old toys outside that have tyres that would be perfect size for it. So I'm thinking of taking those and then using the sprue and having tyres on the sprue and then just filling the sprue and then building up the sides and everything like that. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But these tyres are like tractor type size, tractor type toy tyres. So that'll be big enough for that and good enough for that. Will you be building the Elites of Voltan army or any other army that you don't have already from the Combat Patrol magazine? Yes, is the answer. The whole plan is to have an army of every faction for the studio. So let's say Michael's going to a tournament. So this is my list. I want to face against, say, World Eaters or Chaos Demons or whatever it is. This is the list. Make a list to face, like, use them against me. But I have a list already that I want to chuck up, which I think is going to be a very strong list in the tournament. So I could do a list, and we go that way. But also, if you came over to have a game and you forgot something, I've got it here. Or if you're coming over to have a game and you haven't got this or you haven't got that, but you want to use it, it's here. It's not a problem. How many times have I gone to Marks and forgot something? And you had to get another model out of the same base size to, just to work away. Last time was the Forge Feed I forgot, the War Things. Why have we not seen you put Space Marines or a Dari on the table recently? I went through this, not this exact question, but a question similar to this months ago. Because I don't see the point right now of me paying $42.50 or 40 quid, whatever it is, for Space Marine Codex, when next edition is coming out next July, I believe. The same with the Eldari. So there's no point in buying it, using it for a couple of months, because next, we're in November now. Soon it's going to be January, February time. So to me, there's no point in spending that money on that when it's almost going to be a new edition. When a new edition hits, all those codexes become obsolete that we have now, and all the rules for those armies will go onto the app, and you can use them freely until their codex comes out. Now, when that happens, I believe it's going to be Space Marines and Orcs. So when that happens, let's say these Orcs come out first, codex. I'll get that codex. I'll probably try and get that codex in their launch box, and then the same with the Space Marines. Just like that. And let's just say, for example, the next army out is Leagues of Voltan. Say next army out after that would be, just say for example, Space Wolves. Well, I don't have a Space Wolf army, so I'm not too worried about that. And then if it's an army after that I do have, then I might try and get the launch box for that as well. Just keep trying to build up what I have. So as soon as the codex drops, I've got the codex. I can have it on the app, and I've got a booster to that force. Can I still get a subscription to the Combat Patrol magazine? You can, I believe. It's Hatchet Partworks. It's the company that does it. HACHETTE and then PARTWORKS. Partworks is one word. .com. Now, I also got it from there as WarhammerCombatPatrol.com, but I don't know if that takes you to Warhammer website and trying to see their combat patrols that they have and not the magazine. I wouldn't imagine this magazine, I would imagine it's their stuff they're trying to sell, but Hatchet Partworks is the one to go to. So that's all the questions I have. There is one more question. It's a bit of a personal one, and I'll answer it right at the end. So those of you that watched it will see it. Now, normally I go for a day card, but I'm not doing that this week. I don't think I did it last week either, but I will get back into doing day cards. Now I'm going to bring it down for the vote. Now, what is the vote? For everyone that's new, I show you hosting models. You guys comment on this video what you want me to paint for Monday's painting video. In the event of a tie, I do a dice roll. You can vote for as much as you like, but don't say I vote for everything because it won't count. But you can say I vote for any Space Marine or any Tyranid or any Necron, and that will count. There's also a wild card vote. The wild card is, you'll find out if it wins. This week, or last week's vote, the wild card one, which was the Plague Beasts. And there's Creator's Choice. So if nobody votes, or you vote Creator's Choice, then I get to pick the model it is. And that's very difficult because there's a lot of models there I want to paint. So I actually was rummaging through, and I don't actually have that much to rotate in. surprisingly. I thought I had more. I don't. I have like the Assault Marines, which I've got one in there. Sorry, the Assault Terminators, got one in there. I've got other Terminators, but I've already done normal Terminators on the channel. So it's, okay. Yes, I don't have, I think I have maybe 3 or 4 other models to rotate in at this present moment in time. Now I do have the 10 League of Voltan guys to build. When next month comes in, Combat Patrol magazine, I'll have another 3. And have another 3 bits to do. But yeah, I'm very surprised I don't have that much to switch in. There was a bit of a fuck up here the other day. I can't remember what day it was. I think it might have been the Sunday, I don't know. I was talking to one of you guys and I sent them a picture of what happened. I went outside. I had a crash van wallop. I was on the front. I had a crash van wallop, and I thought the kittens had, knocked something off the side or done something. I came in here, and that sword had come off the wall. It hit the rack in where the models for the boat were. The sword, where you hold the sword, the bar that goes across, that broke. It's only sugar steel. It's from Lord of the Rings, Return of the Kings, just sugar steel. So I glued that back on. I've put it back on the wall. And I put a couple more screws underneath and a couple of screws on top. One on top and one underneath. I've done tight out just so it pinches it to the wall. Because where you hold the sword, the bit in the middle, that wasn't flush. It was against the wall, but it made it a bit wobbly. That's how it came out. So yeah, so I've got the models on the table for the boat now. They'll be moved when we're having the game tomorrow, but they look better up on the racking, but I can't take the risk. Demon Prince lost part of his tail. The Wolfspider Phoenix Lord in bits, in absolute bits. There's one of the wizards is missing as well, so I can't, he's around somewhere over there. He's probably fell into one of the boxes somewhere, and I'll find him as I go through there. But anyway, I'm going to bring you down and show you the boat now, guys. Right, so we have the heavy intercessor for the Space Marines. We have the Space Marine Primus champion of the chapter, or something like that it's called. Minotaurs are still in here. We have the Vanguard Vets. We have the Noble Warriors for Old Fantasy. Superman Hawks are left in here. We have, this is the Inferno Sergeant, the special edition one that came with the Combat Patrol magazine. He will be put on a bigger base and turned into a lieutenant with combat weapon. I have the Carl for Leagues of Voltan. I have the Assault Terminators. I have the Wizards that just, this one lost his arm, lost her arm, sorry. I have the Death Dread. And we have these 2 sisters. We have the Demon Prince, who lost part of his tail, as you can see, absolute nightmare. We have Spider-Man for Marvel Crisis Protocol. And we have the Death Copters, one of the easiest builds for the Orcs. It was a very easy build, difficult rating of 2. And the army of the month is the Skaven. So you can see there's a, I can't remember what it's called, a Warlord, I think it is. 2 Railgers, still have to build Pack Masters for them. The old Wolf Fire Thrower, our old Giselle team. There's Plague Monks. I think I've only got 5 or 6 built. I do have 20 of them, but there's them. Yeah, so actually really shocking. I don't really have that many more to rotate in. I suppose if I went through all of those boxes up there, the fantasy boxes, I'd pull out a load more, which is something to do. So anyway, you chuck your vote on comment on this video. Like I said, if you have any questions for me, I'll look at the voting on Saturday about midday. So it gives you, those of you that are behind me in time, a chance to still vote. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. Any questions for me? I got distracted again. Any questions for me? Chuck on below. As always, there are no silly questions, guys. So don't think, oh, I can't ask this because it's a silly question. There is no silly questions at all. Okay, we all start somewhere in the hobby. Even veterans will hear a piece of information and be like, why didn't I think of that before? Yeah, check questions below. If you don't feel comfortable checking it below, you can go on to Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page. There's a messenger button there. Click on that and message me directly, as if you do. If you're new to the channel and see this for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so because YouTube shares the video more and more people, which makes this incredible community of you guys grow even more. If you want to support the channel even further, there's a join button below. You can click on that and become members of the channel. I appreciate every single person that does. There are different tiers and different perks. Yeah, I just got a little bit distracted with something. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take it easy.